Hi everybody, it's Mark here, and we are up to the High Priestess in our series, and this is a card that is a favorite among tarot readers, and a lot of them identify with this card. I really feel Pamela Coleman Smith created an iconic fool and an iconic magician. This one isn't quite as iconic for me. I do like the blue and white coloration, and I like to see that in a High Priestess. I like to see the pomegranates, which is a reference to Persephone going into the underworld and coming back with a lot of knowledge. The moon, watery substances down here, the two pillars of different colorations, opposites in fact. I like all that, and of course the scroll or something that she has that she's holding, information that she may or may not share with us, and a veil. I like to see a veil because she has access to what is hidden behind the veil. I don't like the B and the J because, frankly, I know it's something to do with the columns in the Temple of Solomon, I believe, but never once in a tarot reading has the B and the J been of any help to me when reading the card. So this is it's got everything the High Priestess needs in it, but what's missing for me, and which I think is really, really important with the High Priestess, is a sense of mystery. I don't really get a mysterious vibe from this rendition. Same with Tarot de Marseille. This is the Jean Noble, the Papesse, the female Pope. Where's the mystery? And it's too linked to Christianity for me, and I don't like the colorization as much, and just not for me. A better Marseille adjacent rendition is from the Tarot de Ozarks. Now we're getting some mystery with this darkened face and hands. We still have the book. We don't have the blue and white coloration, which I like, but it's still good. And we have the pillars, but they removed the lettering, which I approve of. A very similar High Priestess is in the modern Spellcasters. The same darkened visage here, reading from a book, the two temples, but now we have, looks like runes or pagan symbolism, which I think works better than just letters. I don't understand the floating green baby. Maybe you can explain that to me. It's like it floated in from the Empress card. I don't know. So now we'll go into some that I kind of feel are failures in terms of a High Priestess depiction. This is from the Cosmic Tribe, and everyone knows the Cosmic Tribe Tarot likes naked people. And if anyone should be clothed or veiled, it's the High Priestess for me. So there's just nowhere for me to go on that card. Another one from the Dreaming Way. All the colors are wrong for me. All the green is not something that speaks to me of intuition. It speaks to me of Empress nature vibe. The fashionista young witch with her scroll just doesn't get there. I guess she's covered up with the knee socks, but there's not really a sense of a veil. No mystery. Tarot of the Old Path has gone the Disney princess route with all the animals coming around her. She's got a wand. She's kind of doing an as above, so below magician gesture. So I like that to stay in the magician card. Now, a deck I'm always hard on is the Thoth deck, but I have to say I do like the High Priestess here. I mean, all of the cards are mysterious looking, so there was no way this card was not going to be mysterious looking in this deck. But I still like what they did with it. The colorization is nice. The veil is very, very much in place, and I can work with that card. We can't quite see her or what's going on, and that's probably appropriate. Also in the Voyager Tarot, also a very different take, but one I can work with. We have the big moon, which is so important to the High Priestess. We have an ancient temple where she might be doing some of her work. I love that her eyes are closed, but one of them has a diamond in it, so that's a nod to insight. There's a dolphin, and they sense vibrations in the water, and that sensing thing is a High Priestess vibe. There's frozen water here, which one side of the High Priestess can be a coolness or a coldness. So yeah, I like that card. Also in the Osho Zen deck, we have Inner Voice as the keywords. I'm not big on keywords, as you know, but that one does not bother me in any way at all. I like the mystery in the image, the moon, the colors. It's fine. It gets it across. You know, I do really like all that traditional stuff that we see here, and if we can marry some of the more of the tradition and the mystery, I'm happy. So now we'll get into some cards that feature the Persephone myth. I usually don't like specific stories or myths laid onto cards because then it sort of stops there. But I do like this one. I do like that she's all in white. We're getting into a more virginal bride image for the High Priestess. You'll see in the next few cards the same idea. She seems to be coming right out of the Empress card, and that would be her mother in this myth, Ceres or Demeter. And we have the two pillars again without the lettering, so I like all that. And she's going into the underworld. So no problems with the card at all. Again, I like to see maybe a bit more of the traditional imagery in there. This is from the Dame Darcy Mermaid Tarot, and again it's magician coloring, so that's a bit off-putting, but there is a big mystery here, and I love the ocean, the green ocean behind her. She's got the scroll, she has that virgin bride kind of vibe, and she's got the moon, sort of that Isis crown that we see in this card as well. So yeah, we're really getting there with this, and we got the pomegranates, a nod to them as well. And maybe that's why the red has gone into the cloak that she's wearing. It's from the pomegranate influence. Another sort of bride-like High Priestess in the Austera Tarot. She's holding a pomegranate. She's got moons on her sort of gown here. But it has a bridal veil kind of vibe, and this little insect or kind of mask that's covering her face. I like that it has these antennae, and just like that dolphin, the High Priestess, her antenna is always out. She's always picking things up. So again, too green for me, but we're getting there. Sticking with the Persephone pomegranate vibe, here's from the Prisma Visions Tarot. And this, now we got real mystery. Who is this woman walking away with this one pomegranate in her hand? She's walking through the water. We've got the moon and pomegranates in the front as well. So you can ask yourself what's going on here. There is something mysterious and slightly eerie going on. Where is she going? I guess we assume she's going into the underworld or is just coming back. Now we'll get into some more modern versions of the High Priestess. This is from the Fountain Tarot, and I like the veils. Again, the colorization is not right for me. She's sitting on a moon, but I think they made a mistake. They used Lady Gaga as their model, and often when there's famous people in a deck, it just pulls me right out of the reading. But there is mystery here with the full moon behind the veil, so I can work with it. There's water down here, but it's just not my favorite. I like the Light Seers version because of this thing where her eyes are closed, but they're actually open as well behind the lids. She's getting this download, very obvious download happening through this moon. Nothing wrong with this at all. And there's certainly some kind of a mystery going on. I really like this Fifth Spirit Tarot High Priestess. She's a little unclothed for my liking, but she has a box here with a keyhole. And so that's the veil for me in this card. Like, she has a secret, she is holding something, and she will either let you in or not let you in. It has a real diary vibe to it, her personal diary. We've got a full range of the moon phases above her head, so that's great. The pomegranates are here. There's another moon over here. Again, I like to see the pillars and the opposite colors, but without the lettering. And I like the coolness of the tarot on her actual arm tattooed, and just the overall cool vibe of the card. Oh, and then she's got a scrying bowl of water in front of her, so that's nice too. I also chose this one. I guess I wouldn't say it was modern, but I like what she's doing. This is the Alchemical Tarot, and this is the only High Priestess I have that has got her finger to her lips, telling you to be quiet, don't speak. And that's a real message of this card, and I'm surprised more depictions aren't seen with this be quiet vibe being so obvious and clear. So that's really the thing that makes this a little higher up in my pick for the High Priestess. The Spiral Tarot is a very mysterious High Priestess. There's a glow around her face. She's in her temple burning something here. The pillars are there, but again, they've got the moon and the water symbol, and this is from the Kabbalah. And she's sitting on a throne. It's the two pillars of different colors, so you have them as pillars and as these sort of sphinx heads. There's the tarot scroll, and added attraction we have Cerberus, the three-headed dog that is related to the underworld. And yeah, if you walked into that room, you would certainly wonder, who is this mysterious woman and what does she want? So that's well done. Tarot de Sainte Croix really just, builds on that. It's that same vibe. We're getting up to my favorites now. This would be my third favorite. We've got the Isis crown. We've got this very dark bluish face, a feathered cloak. The pillars again, no letters, the nice blue coloration, and she's holding a tarot card of herself, which I love to see a tarot card in a High Priestess card. And there's something about know thyself by her holding her own card, so I love that. Next, from the World Spirit Tarot, I really get the sense of some mysterious ritual going on in the woods, very, very private. Now, she's naked, and I said, one of the first cards I pulled up, I don't want a naked High Priestess. But here it's okay because she's holding the cloak, and we've literally caught her in the moment where she's revealing her body. So it's a very sacred moment, it's a very special moment, and you are there witnessing it. There's a wise old owl up in the tree for the wisdom. There's this very unusual shadow she's casting, whether because she's holding the blanket, she's kind of creating that Isis crown down here. This sacred circle of stones. Something is definitely going on in the middle of the night in the woods, and that's very intriguing. And for me, I guess my favorite High Priestess is the Anarchy. We get the moon phases, which we've seen before, but this is really dark, dark, dark of night. Her eyes are closed. She's going within. The moon is falling into her lap. We've got the water. There's the blue colorization, and I just think that's mystery right there. So there you have it. Those are my High Priestesses, the ones I picked for now that are my favorites and my least favorites for now. And I'd love to see yours. So thanks for dropping by again, and see you next time. Bye.